Good morning, Merry Christmas. I'm obviously filming this on Christmas. Driving down to Williamsburg where my mom and my stepdad live, and we're gonna open presents, have some kind of Christmas dinner. I've been told there's turkey, and I'll stay down there a couple days. I brought a ton of clothes. There's a place called Clothes Mentor that's close to them, so the last couple times I've visited, I load up a laundry basket of clothes to consign. That's what they do. They give you money for clothes and accessories, shoes, purses, and all that. So hoping to get a couple extra bucks. And anyway, what you really want to hear, if you're watching, is an update. So I'm actually filming this a day before the beginning of week 9, and the reason is because I'm going to be on the road, and more importantly, because it's Christmas, I actually did my makeup. So anyway, so going into week 9 tomorrow, I haven't mentioned it before, I count my weeks beginning the day I got home from surgery, because that's how my surgeon counts like weeks of beginning like new food, which I'm done with now that I'm in week 8 going into week 9. I can basically eat anything, just like small portions of it, and obviously not the things that are bad, like overly dry foods and that sort of thing. So my mom has promised me that she'll brine the turkey, which she loves to do. I don't know why, because she just brines it, I think, with like water and salt. I always try and get her to do like something a little more interesting, like citrus. But she likes her way, and that's fine. Especially because we both only like white meat, so that bird needs to be juicy. Anyway. Oh yeah, so the reason y'all want to hear, ooh, there's a sign that says Santa knows when you're speeding. Santa's gonna be on my tail. So, week 8. Weight loss is still slow, but this has been a really good week, and I don't know why, but I'm down 2.6 pounds from week 8, and I'm super psyched about that, especially going into a holiday meal. I know a lot of people, I've seen videos, people get a lot of anxiety around holiday meals. I don't have a big family that I, do holidays with. So I don't really have that much anxiety about it. Part of it is also because my mom doesn't really like to bake or cook. We don't have like aunts and uncles coming from everywhere bringing stuff. They all know about my surgery, so, and even prior to this I had lap band, so it's not that big of a deal. Maybe it's just because of my situation, but I don't know, I've just found that feeling of dumping is so horrible that it makes me want to stay away from sugar. I mean, I told my mom, she wanted to put something in my stocking, she could do a Kinder Egg, this little like cream and hazelnut things. It has a toy. But the reason why I said it is I've had it and I didn't have a huge dumping issue, or any that I remember. And part of that might be because it's really super small. It's not, a giant candy bar. You're not going to sit there and eat like 3 or 4. Even for like a small candy bar, you're not going to eat 3 or 4. You're just going to eat 1 Kinder Egg. So I told her if she wanted to do that, she could do that. Or sugar-free Werthers, or that's something like that. But I'm not that worried about it. I am actually bringing them a gift that my best friend gave me, and I feel like really bad about it. It's Sherry's Berries, and when I was opening it, I noticed on the nutrition facts that one strawberry, chocolate covered strawberry, is 360 calories. And I had one strawberry over 2 days, and just mentally, when I think like that's 2 meals for me, this one strawberry, calorie wise. Like I cannot make myself eat it. So I'm bringing them. I'm hoping they're still good. Their website says that they're good for 48 hours. I know I've definitely had a box because he sends them every year. I've definitely had a box longer than 48 hours. So I think today will be the 4th day that I've received it. So that is more than 48 hours. You'd think like doing weight loss I would be better at math. But more like just being lazy. Okay, 96 hours. So it's been 96 hours. So hopefully they'll eat them quickly. Or else, we can give them to the birds or something. I don't know. But anyway, but that's one thing I guess I should probably talk about with the holidays is it's hard when people give you stuff that you can't eat. And the best thing to do is just share it. Like I made a ton of chocolate chip cookies. They actually didn't turn out the way that I wanted. Because they were like thin and chewy, and I like crispy and like big puffed up cookies. So they weren't like tempting to me. And so I just boxed them up and gave them to the garbage collectors when they came around, and they seemed pretty excited. So I was really happy about that. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw like that was what my Christmas anxiety was. Like hoping that they would see them. They had like a note and everything, and they were in a nice little container and not think that it was trash. So they did not think it was trash. They got them. The driver got it out of the truck and got them. So I was like really happy about that. But anyway, that's just like a long way of saying that you can share. If someone gives you something you don't like, or can't eat, or don't feel comfortable eating because you're either losing or maintaining or just don't want it. And it's funny because I feel like there's almost more guilt about food than there is about things, I mean, every year you get some kind of clutter from someone, that you don't, I'm giving some clutter. Like I got my sister a chia pet that's Rose from Golden Girls. I mean, this is not a necessity. This is not something she asked for. But I know it'll make her laugh. But I mean, at the end of the day, if, a chia pet doesn't live forever and it becomes clutter, and she'll have to decide, whether to throw away or keep it somewhere. And I don't know, I think maybe part of it is like the homemade part, and a lot of food gifts are homemade. Maybe that's why there's more guilt about it. But definitely, if it's something that you would normally like, try a piece, write a nice thank you note and share it, with family, or bring it to work, or, something like that. Gosh, I am really speeding. I need to put on cruise control. I don't want Santa to see me. So anyway, I do have my phone in front of me because I'm filming on my phone, but I don't remember my overall weight loss number. Let me see if I'll do the math. Let's see. I think overall is 34 pounds, a little less because there were like some percentages. So I'm sorry, this is like all over the place, but just to reiterate, I think I said my weight loss is 2.6 pounds this week, overall 34 or so pounds, and I'm pretty happy about it. It's slower than expected, but there's nothing like a 2-week stall that makes you appreciate a 2-pound weight loss in a week. So for anyone that is just starting out, you're probably going to have a stall at some point. Obviously better earlier, to just get it over with. But I think having real food helps. I talked about that a little bit last week, so I won't go into that. But, as long as it's going down, I'm already ahead of where I was, at this point last year. And I've had like a crazy last couple of years because, when I got the lap band in 2011, I lost, I think, around 80 pounds, mostly in the first 6 months. and most of it was not, I think, the way that a lap band is intended. Like, most of it was eating and then it coming back up. So I was basically a functioning bulimic. And then probably 3 years ago, I lost about 20 pounds from like Whole30, I think I was doing, and working out a little more, walking. I can't remember. I just remember the lowest number. So when I got gastric bypass, I was 70 pounds above my lowest number. So I gained that 20 back. I gained a majority of my post lap band, but I wasn't quite at my heaviest, but I was getting into that digits that I did not want to get into again, if you know what I mean. I was getting into the 300s. I hadn't hit there yet, but I was, if I had eaten a big meal and it was the end of the day and I weighed myself, I was there. And that's when I went in to see about adjusting lap band and not heard about gastric bypass. Obviously, I knew about it, but just decided, I need to do something. This is not working for me. So, anyway, in my mind, I am not going to feel good until I get to that lowest point that I was, 3 or 4 years ago, and really feel like I've made progress. So I'm about 33 pounds away from that. And actually, I've lost more than that. So that makes me feel good. So I'm hoping, if I'm going at a rate of like around 10 pounds a month, which my dietitian said was good, maybe by the end of March, maybe I'll be there. And I'll be super happy. I'll still want to lose more, obviously, to get into the safe weight, but I'll be really happy to finally feel like I'm in my lowest as an adult, certainly in the last 20 years or so. Old. So anyway, that's all for this week. I'll post again next week. Hopefully I'll get on a regular schedule. I want to do Wednesdays, but I just have this weird thing about, having my makeup on, which I really haven't done with y'all that much, so I don't even know why I'm like, oh, today I have makeup, I must film. But anyway, I hope everyone had a Merry Christmas. I have no idea when you'll be watching this, but I always hope you have a Merry Christmas, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.